speaking of hot temperatures, Garrett, we got problems this week, or?
Yeah, we are tracking some very hot temperatures to wrap up the work week, especially starting today. But as you're headed out the door early this morning, a lot of us are seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. We're sitting at 75 across Cape Girardeau, 73 across Sikeston, 74 in Paducah, and 74 in Harrisburg as well. If we take a quick check at the radar, we are seeing a few isolated showers just off towards our south across the Boot Heel of Missouri. They're very light and they're not causing too many issues, but they are slowly going to track off towards the north this morning. I do think most of us are going to be dry, but what a lot of us are going to experience this morning, like we have seen several other mornings this week, we're going to see those very warm temperatures. This afternoon, we are expecting the 90s to return once again to the region, and we're expecting even more hot weather to continue as we go throughout the day tomorrow and really as we wrap up the work week. You're taking a live look in Carbondale right now. Things are looking pretty calm out there on the Carbondale camera. As we go throughout the morning, we're still going to see a little bit more in the way of cloud cover through 8 o'clock this morning with temperatures in the mid 70s. Notice that all of us are still dry at this hour. We're still going to be dry through most of the day, but by lunchtime, we are going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies. It's not until the afternoon where we are going to see some clearing, which may allow a lot of southern Illinois today to warm up into the lower 90s. Mid to upper 80s is still expected a little bit further towards the south. By 3 o'clock, we are going to be partly cloudy with highs today running into the low 90s in our northern counties, upper 80s a little bit further towards the south where we do see a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. By dinner time, we're still going to be running into the upper 80s and lower 90s with partly cloudy skies, and then we should see the clouds finally clear out of here by 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. In terms of the heat index, we're likely going to be topping out today in the low to mid 90s, but this is really only a taste of what's to come as we get into the second half of the work week and into the weekend. By Thursday morning at 6 o'clock, we are going to be dry with temperatures tomorrow morning likely running near 70, so pretty similar to what we've seen over the last couple of days. By 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, a lot of us are already going to be warming up in the mid to upper 80s with a heat index in the upper 80s, perhaps around 89 to 90. For afternoon highs tomorrow, we're going to be seeing temperatures likely in the low to mid 90s, potentially with a heat index close to the upper 90s, 96 coming in for Carbondale, 97 for Paducah, and skies are going to be partly cloudy, and then we're going to continue to see some clearing as we get into the overnight hours on Thursday. So your first day of summer is looking to be fairly hot with a temperature of 92 degrees with partly cloudy skies and a heat index between 95 and 97 degrees. The Storm Track 3 app is going to be very helpful as we wrap up the work week and go into the weekend because we are tracking a lot of hot weather. By Friday, we should be in the mid 90s. Saturday, I expect us to be into the upper 90s with highs around 97, 94 for Sunday. It's nowhere near record highs, but it's certainly well above normal. And this is all due to a heat dome that is going to work its way off towards our region and really intensify as we get into Saturday and Sunday. So the heat isn't going anywhere as we get into the weekend. Highs today are going to be running around 91 degrees. We could see a few stray showers continue through the early morning hours, but most of us are going to be remaining dry. We're going to be dry and sunny Thursday and Friday with highs in the mid 90s, upper 90s for Saturday with a high of 97 expected, 94 for Sunday with a 40% chance of storms as a cold front works its way through the region. But it's hard to call it a cold front when we're talking about going from the mid 90s to the low 90s and then back to the mid 90s again.